The sign of Gemini. I might even come back in here after this and do Cancer because I have a Cancer in here who is wanting a reading. So let's pull some cards for you. I did take a sneak peek at your Oracle card. I had to take a peek. So I kind of know what tone you're going to be in already. All right, Gemini, here we go. Darling, this is for you. 3 of Cups, joy, pleasure. 4 of Wands, balance. Well, I'm sorry, the Lover's card is balance for that. And then you have the 4 of Wands, which is structure, foundation. 10 of Cups. Again, that's the minor representation of the Lover's card, except in its perfect balance. So the 10 of Cups is balance. We have the Knight of Wands, beginnings. King of Wands, execution of one's plans. What's up, Chase? So the question here for you is, well, I have a question for you. Hi, Oscar. I am seeing, are you going back to school, anybody? I am seeing the Hierophant. So the Hierophant got a lot to do with going back to school sometimes. But it also means, like, if you were listening to my reading prior to this, I think I was talking to Taurus, where the Hierophant references what's driving us. But let me get through these back end parts for you first before I get distracted. So for some of you, and what's interesting for Taurus, I had a lot of Cups energy that has more to do with loving their life than it does with relationships. However, with the 2 of Cups present for Gemini, what I am seeing is actual, like, love affair love, like the kind where balance is coming into play within yourself, inwardly and outwardly. And sometimes that represents itself in our relationship, indicated here. Let me show you how beautiful this is. So the 10 of Cups is balance and the 2 of Cups is love. Like, the kind that is better than seeing the Lover's card. A lot of people have this belief system from TV. Sorry, wrong LV Medic. I've got another LV Medic on Facebook. So anyways, hi, Dave. So 2 of Cups represents romantic love, but most of the time it represents partnerships as well and joyful union. So your internal feeling of love, acceptance, and balance is reflecting itself outside. Like I was saying, I have the Lover's card, which is all about that duality and that balance. Now, TV has ruined tarot for most of us out there who have no understanding, but some of the cards that are on TV they show are great. The Lover's card versus the Death, which isn't. Dun, dun, dun. Which is usually all about transformation and new beginnings. But here we have the Lover's card in a good representation regardless. So what I'm seeing is the 4 of Wands, strong foundation. It's a pillar right now. You also have the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So you're like taking a few false steps and then getting back into alignment. You keep questioning yourself and then getting back into alignment. You're making more forward strides than backward. Now, for some reason, Gemini, you really have some pressure going on. Thank you, Oscar. You have some pressure going on. You have the 4 of Swords. Hi, Nikki. So you have this duality going on within you right now. You're taking up space with this King of Wands, being forward, doing the things you know you should, and you have the 3 of Cups, which is joyful reunion, joyful union, your ability to go out and be around others, enjoy their company. Yet you also have the Hermit. Now, the Hermit isn't always about isolation. It isn't always about being a monk and being by yourself, loneliness, etc. The Hermit is also about educating yourself, taking a minute and absorbing and processing information. I do see that Gemini has some ideas of bringing money down into them being able to play. So what is it you're looking for money for, Gemini? Are you looking to build, buy, purchase, save? Like, you're looking at your money for some reason. Maybe, you know, we have tax return time. People have a tendency to look closer at their money right about now. So there are some new beginnings. I really do love the level of balance that's going on for you. And, you know, advice as far as money goes, you know, I don't know. I feel like you are trying to see, like, manifest money for something. That's what this card always feels like, because there's money, the pentacle sign, and then on the bottom here you have the maze. So it's like more of a question of, how am I going to get this money? So in the meantime, you're looking at what you do have. Thank you. I love it. So the only negative, I mean, if we look at positive or negative, which I'm going to start removing those words, good, bad, negative, positive, because they're all just human experience, right? We have the Knight of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So tension is causing you to lose your ability to control your mouth. Okay. So the Knight of Swords is like sharper than you want to be. Like as you're coming forward and people are pushing that edge, like this tension has you like really refining your words and being like your lines and your boundaries. And I'm channeling some Nikki right now. Woo! All right. So your lines and your boundaries and your voice, right? So the Knight of Swords is about being exact. And I have this phrase, clear it early, clear it often, and it won't grow into the beast that bites you later. I should write that shit down. Someone type it in the box, right? So it's about like taking care of these things in a small way, right? If I tell you now that you're coming up on a boundary, you won't be like surprised when I shit down your neck when I say I mean it. So yes, she has trying to buy the land for a sanctuary here in Arkansas. And that is, I had a vision about a temple just today. So mine's coming, I swear. We're going to have all these places around where we actually have holy work going on. So like I said, I'm seeing the Four of Wands, which is foundations. And I'm seeing this duality and balance coming into your life. I'm surprised. I'm really like shocked that I don't see a temperance card right now. But and again, Nikki, for you, the reference here would be the Hierophant, as in the teacher. You're coming into Maiden Mother Crone, now you're going into Teacher, the Lighthouse. So the Hierophant is also about teacher. So for now of you, for some of you, you're going back to school, right? The Hierophant is about also, like I was saying, I was talking to Taurus about the Hierophant. The Hierophant isn't always about education or religion. Now, it's mainly associated with faith. The Pope, Roman Empire, was the one that ruled all the decisions on human behavior and what we were expected to do and the rules, etc. But if you look at what the Hierophant talks about in general and the mood and the archetype of which it is, it's those things that are what drives us. What are our programs? And I was saying to Taurus that this energy isn't really like, it doesn't have to be something that was taught to you. Sometimes we have these ideas in our head of how things should be. And suddenly we start to recognize that these are just ideas that are the measurement by which we compare progress and the standard at which we compare our understanding. And so the Hierophant is our belief system. So not only is it the teacher, it is also our belief system. And so I'm not saying this is being challenged, but the Hierophant is all about what drives us too. So learning, education, going within is a lot of this energy as well. Emotions are high with this one as well. And that is the Knight of Cups. So you're very emotional. And I really resent that that word has become a four-letter word. You're emotional. It is okay to be emotional. And at times there are moments where those emotions are just really purging up to the top and we're riding them out like a wave. And that's going on right now. And they're just right at the tip of your tongue at all times. So this gives you an opportunity to express them, right? Let's move into the moon reading for you. And I'm going to shuffle these. I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me. There's a retreat coming up, a women's retreat here in Pine Valley, which is 18th, 19th, and 20th outdoor retreat, singing bowls, drums, bonfire, yoga, qigong, crafts. It's going to be really, really fun. What do I mean by reading with karma? I'm karma. That's what the reading is. Okay. All right. Your moon reading, Gemini. To book your one-on-one, visit with me, karmaondeck.com, and you book your one-on-one appointment. There's also a class that I just posted on Tuesday nights, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. This kind of makes it a little late for East Coast, but it's not too early for our West Coast people who weren't able to make 5:30. So we did change that to 7:30. And so that is called It's a Magical Life for those of you that are new to a lot of this practice and want some answers. And that's meeting weekly. So that's what's new. Let's pull these cards for you, Gemini. Here we go. Okay, the Empress is the first thing that comes up. Gemini, you guys know the Empress is my favorite. No, women, not single women, just women. All right, so we have the Empress. The Empress is about female power, feminine power, masculine, feminine, whatever. It's about the way in which we nurture versus the way in which we attain. So the Empress is about feminine power, mastery of emotions, not so much, but also about patience. So the Empress is about the fullness of time. What happens when you're pregnant, right? You cannot really force it to grow faster than it's due. It's 9 months-ish before or after, depending on the child, depending on the pregnancy and the health, etc. So the Empress also talks to us about things coming in time, but it also mentions that things are growing in front of you. Six of Wands talks about a little bit of recognition. So you can expect to see some award or recognition coming your way. Do not be distracted, discouraged, or overwhelmed. You have a legacy going on right now, and you have the Knight of Cups. Slight bit of fear with the Moon card. So the Moon card, it has fear involved because we know that there's a big task in front of us and it's risky. So when it's risky, it's scary. We know we have a lot on the line here. We have this Page of Pentacles. We're putting it all out there and we're wondering, we've never done this before, and we wonder if we're capable. I also see faith, a challenge of your faith right now. Faith is on your mind quite a bit. Just know, though, that you have the Wheel of Fortune, and regardless of how things had played out in the past, your end result is Six of Cups. Just focus on that things are going to be a lot easier than you expect them to be. And you'll see this beautiful release of tension. It's just, your word right now is about surrender. I do see the word judgment coming up. There's a difference between being judgmental and having good judgment. This reference is about judgment. And I'm seeing that using wisdom in order to get your things in alignment. Okay, that's disturbing. Posting that 100 times isn't going to get me to answer your question. So I'm going to block you. That's enough. All right. So anyways, things will get easier for you. And not to minimize the feeling of fear. I really think that fear allows us to bring forward a sense of courage, right? There comes a time where we have something in front of us and we are afraid, and we know we need to either break the mold or we need to do something different, right? And it's very fearful doing that in that way, right? Doing something in a different way. Hold on, guys. Because you have one more card coming up. Hold on, guys. Right? And it's very fearful. Okay, I don't know where this is coming from, but okay. Anyways, I'm just going to go on to your reading, the remaining card that you have, because someone is really trolling my shit. So we're going to ignore them and move on to this general reading for your Divination of the Ancients is your oracle card for this reading for this week. All right, you ready? I already pulled this one for you earlier, and it says geomancy, which has to do with patience. So I was thinking about that, and my Gemini friends that I have, right? They have a tendency to be kind of like exact, right? They want to have things in a certain way, and they go back and forth. So we have analysis paralysis on occasion. But I love this card. Let me show you what it says. It says, yes, you have an important life purpose. Yes, you are naturally gifted. Yes, what you are asking for will be given, but all in good time. The natural order of the universe dictates the natural timing of events. Nikki, this is all you. You are so very keen to have everything now, and so am I. You may find it difficult to understand why it is that you wish for has yet to happen. The geomancy card asks you to have patience. Like the butterfly, you need to go through the various stages before reaching your true potential. Hidden factors may be at play, so relax and allow everything to unfold naturally. Your eyes may be fixed on the outcome, but be sure to enjoy every bit of the journey along the way and always trust the mystery. Your incantation for the week is all will work out in good time. When it's right, I receive what's mine. Trust and patience is the key to unlock the doors of mystery. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me and for your patience in our little speed bump today. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Please tell me where you are in the world, how you felt your reading went. Share, like, and subscribe me on my YouTube. I would love to see your presence there. It's my favorite platform, and you can see the picture in picture. So I will catch you on the flip side. I do have a Cancer